Good morning, it's Jo from Woolly Cottage here. Don't often do talky bits on my YouTube channel, but hey ho, it might become a regular thing, but only little snippets. The rest of it will always be fast forwarded so that you can see it. Sometimes the process of me doing what I do takes a long time. So you don't want to be sat there for ages, 20 minutes watching it. You want something you can watch and rewind back whenever you feel like it. So anyway, today you may have been following my progress of filming my Geode Batts inspiration from a picture. Hold on a second, bear with me, not prepared as usual. So yeah, back. Right, so a lot of people ask me, how do you get inspired with colours? So for me, it's all about just finding a picture that really speaks to you. You think, oh, I like those colours, or I like a few of those, or this, that and the other. Or if you're looking for a colour range, but you're not sure quite how to put them together, then this inspires me. You're not always going to get the colours that you can find on the picture. Sometimes when you're dyeing, the colours do amalgamate into each other and they'll bleed, and your colours will quite change, or you might put in too much acid dye. But at the end of the day, these are just an inspiration, just to get you going, to feel creative without feeling stressed and like under pressure. So this is what I do, not all the time, but when I'm feeling like a little bit of a colourblind moment and I'm not quite sure what I want to do, so I'll look up something like this, go on Google Images, you can find the pictures, print them off from a printer if you've got them, or just save them to your phone and just go from there. So this has got different colours of turquoise and blues and things in there, and there is, you can't quite see it in this picture, but on the images that I post, you can see there's a slightly purpley coloured vein going through there, and then you've got the glitter here through the crystallization on the geode, and the light blues and darker tones in there. Now I'm not going too dark with those. I've got other colours that I'm adding in to just create that, and just colours I thought would go really nice with that picture. Also with that, I always dye locks as well. I'm not sure if anybody knows that I do that. So the colours that I used when dyeing, you can't quite see this, but they're more tealy colours. Don't know why the pictures, but it's not giving you true representations. But there's deep blues in there, there's teal blues, there's bright blues in those. So there will be some of those, and I will be listing some on my shop of this colour range, usually 25 grams of each. But if you'd like a custom order of those, are Teeswater locks first cut, so they're really long. They're about 32 centimeters. On a minute, that's not the longest ones. They're about 32 centimeters long, ranging from about tip to tip, pulled out lengthwise. That's probably about 27. There are longer ones in there, but anywhere between 27 and 32 centimeters. So anyway, I'm doing this baby blue. It's like it's got a slightly pale greeny minty colour to it as well. So there's that, which I did videos of these, so you can, if you go back to my last video, you'll see what I did on Friday dyeing these up. This is the multicoloured one that I did. So though the picture's not got a lot of purple in it, I just wanted a hint of purple through my layers of the blues and the turquoise. So there's deeper blue in there, there's a little bit purples, there's electric purple, which is actually fluorescent. It will glow in the dark. Brilliant for winter jumpers and things like that, or winter hats. This is a teal blue. Believe it or not, it's actually teal blue. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the light, but it is a teal blue. You'll see it properly on the picture. There's a lighter version of that, so you've got that and that. They are two different tones, and then you've got the sea spray sort of minty coloured colour, and then this one. They're all going together, and then I'm adding in some black Angelina to represent the darker patches. See, there's always a reason. You add in little pieces just to give you another bit of a dimension, and some cobalt blue Angelina. And then I'm adding in some rose fibres that I've dyed, which I did jar dye in for them. I didn't do a full video of that because it can take me anything up to 2 to 3 days to do it, because you've got to pre-soak all the dyes in a potash. I use laundry detergent, just 10 grams of Daz in my sink, and soak them in that in a pot. And then I stick them in a jar with the dye stalks, massage all the dyes into the fibres, and then put them in the bain-marie and heat them up for about an hour-ish maybe a bit more depending, and then I just leave them, let them cool down, let all the dye saturate into the fibres. What the laundry detergent or potash or whatever you want to use, Eucalan's another one that you can use, a scourer, but it's really hard to get hold of in the UK. You can buy it on Amazon, but so that, what was I, lost my train of thought then. So yeah, so I do that, and then I just leave it, and the actual powder helps let the dyes adhere to the plant fibres. So that's that. That is Tussor Silk Null, and you can see that's the teal, and that's the same colour as that one, believe it or not. It's actually teal in that. So there's teal on there, there's rose fibres. That's Tencel. Oh, no, sorry. That's Tencel. That's rose fibres. Then I've got some more. That's Mulberry Silk Noil. You can hear it. It's got like a papery sound to it. And that is grade A mulberry silk, which I dyed in the jar, but it's come through really, really well. But I dyed that on its own. The rest of these are all squished together in dye stock jars. And that is just a little bit of extra colour in there. And that is actually rose fibre as well. I think that's probably about it. Yeah, and the teal. So I'm going to pause this. You'll see this at the beginning of the video, and the rest of the video will be speeded up, and I'll be showing you how I process from one angle the colour combinations and from the other angle, so you can see how the blend looks on the drum for the second bat. So I always do 2 bats per set, and I always sell 2 on my website. If you want to go and have a look at my website, it's www.woolleycottage, WOOLIE cottage.com. And if there's nothing on there that you can see that you like and you're looking for a custom order, just give me a shout. Easy to get hold of, respond straight away, and I can sort out custom orders. No problem. Enjoy.
Yes? Right. but somehow managed to lift the spirits and they don't kill something to measure. Right there, and there's a there. Yeah, this horrible feeling like somewhere, in the middle, where we get married myself. What? Are you honest? Congratulations. Right. So if I were to accept, it would be a yes from you. Yes, of course. That's a nice idea. Thank you.
Virtually, it's providing information about the density of the Earth's darker purpose. Demonstrate to everyone the extent of Russian military power and technical capacity. Same rocket launches satellites capable of firing nuclear warhead into enemy territory within point actions. I don't know if that is now the American. Great crisis of self-doubt, I'm not very much mistaken. To seize this opportunity, help the Americans work together to join the effort to beat the Russian threat. That is the way to repair Anglo-American relations, which, as you know, deteriorated terribly due to the Suez Crisis.
You're after the war,
I'm absolutely determined to restore the special relationship that exists between our countries. We're bound by so much more than just language, shared history. It's a kind of marriage. There's in any. There'll be ups and downs, but one must work. Get things back on track.
You see, the listening is important. In any marriage. How are we going to do this? I think the driver should drop me first, then take you off the station.
Well, I could wait.
I don't think that would be wise.
Why? How long do you need with it?
Day.
Maybe two.
It's the last time, I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
No, I'm determined to end it. It's time. Now it's your Prime Minister.
Yes, it is.
Now, Lord Lambert just telephoned to apologise and say that Mr. Royce made a mistake to you.
Is that the instant? When I come out of it.
Send him back in the room. Not a mistake to you.
have it. Woolly Cottage Bats, Geode inspired bat. The hints of purple in there. It's not overwhelming. Then you've got the teals. Believe it or not, there is teals in there. You just can't see them in this light. I do apologise. There's not much I can do about it. I'm not complaining. It's sunny outside. So there we go. And I've used aubergine to represent the dark tones in the geode. Slightly textured bats. They'll thin out as you spin them, or it'd be great for wet felting backgrounds. Pick out the bits that you want felting with. So just experiment. There is no rules in arts and crafts. It's exploration. It's discovering colours that you wouldn't have thought that would go together before. You'd never pair together in real life in clothing. But when it comes to putting them together, it's amazing what you can come up with. And then when you spin them, it's just a matter of playing with it. But yeah, inspire. Use a picture, be inspired by it, find a palette that you like or want to challenge yourself with, and just go do it. Once you've got the fundamentals of dyeing or spinning or whatever, it's just about of exploring and taking a step forward out your comfort zone and trying something new. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. I answer everything. And please, I would really love it if you would give me a support and subscribe and hit that alert bell. I do post videos 2 or 3 times a week, and it's all about how I make my blending and dyeing, and I'll be doing spinnings and things like that. But if there's any recordings that you want me to do, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.